¿Qué es lo que mi gente? What is up? It is your girl Christina, aka tu vecina favorita que maquilla, and tonight's video is not a very happy one. Some of you may have heard last night about a couple from New York that went missing in the Dominican Republic about 2 weeks ago. Well, it just came out about 2 hours or so ago that the officials in the Dominican Republic believe that their bodies may have been found. And I'll put a few screenshots of one of the articles I saw online so you guys can read for yourselves if you want to pause it and read what they say. Well, it appears that basically they got into some type of accident, which they had rented a car on the way to the airport, but obviously they never made it. Somehow their car ended up plunging into the water. Now the woman's body was already found days ago, and it was taken to a local hospital by some of the local people, but she died, and they've now recovered what they believe to be the gentleman's body. So, I mean, it really is a sad situation. I know a lot of people were like keeping their fingers crossed, hoping that there would be some type of good news out of this, but I think many already figured, you know, they probably passed away. So, I mean, I can only imagine what this couple's families are currently going through. You know, I know what it's like dealing with death, and it's a very hard pill to swallow, you know, and especially given the circumstances. You know, I'm sure this couple had, you know, they were having a great time. I read somewhere that they had been posting, you know, pictures of their trip on their social media, you know, just living life, having a good time, and then for their lives to end in this way. It really is unfortunate. So, you know, much love and prayer to their families, you know, and I just hope that, you know, God can get them through this tough time. So I also made this video because I wanted to point out something that really bothered me when this story broke out last night. So when it started being posted on social media, I first saw it being posted on Instagram, and then I saw a few actual articles about it online. But when it was revealed that this couple had gone missing in the Dominican Republic, people automatically went into saying, see, this is why Black people should not travel to the Dominican Republic. Dominicans are racist. They don't want no Black people down there. And just, you know, all these type of things. Now, if you don't already know, or if you're new to my channel, my background is Dominican. I was born here in the US, but my parents, my family, they're Dominican. So these type of conversations, obviously, they get me upset, because I feel like people were using this unfortunate situation. They were using this couple's disappearance to push their own negative, you know, views. And I just find that very upsetting, okay? I don't think that this poor couple's situation should have been used as a way for people to start writing all these negative comments or making videos, you know, like targeted to Dominican people. You know, it's like they automatically made this into a race issue, you know. And like I said, it just really upsets me, because like, when are we going to get past this? You know, to tell and like spread this to the media that this is why Black people should not go to the Dominican Republic. I mean, in case you didn't know, a great part of the Dominican population is Black, okay? Racially, a lot of us are Black. And not to mention, the amount of African Americans specifically that travel to the Dominican Republic, you know, for pleasure purposes, as in like, you know, for holiday and things like that, it's a very large number. And let's not even get started on the number of African American expats that relocate and like literally move to the Dominican Republic seeking a different life because they're tired of the racism they face in this country. So for people to continually say that the Dominican Republic or Dominican people are racist, or that they don't like Black people, or that black people, it's just not safe for them to go down there, obviously it's BS. And I'm like, don't use this particular situation, don't use this unfortunate event, okay? Don't use this poor couple's name to spread your prejudice remarks, okay? Now, something I feel that I need to say is some of y'all need to learn what the actual meaning of racism is, okay? So I'm going to help you guys real quick. Now, let us look up the definition, okay? The actual definition of the word racism. So some of you may think, oh, you're getting technical. This is all technicalities. Racism is racism. But no, apparently I have to get technical with some of y'all out there for trying to claim Dominicans as being racist, okay? So let us keep in mind, there is a difference between racism and prejudice, okay? Now, racism involves one group having the power to carry out systematic discrimination through the institutional policies and practices of the society and by shaping the cultural beliefs and values that support those racist policies and practices, okay? Now, y'all tell me, what power do Dominicans have? Especially Black Dominicans. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter what race the Dominican is. Because as Dominicans, we can be Black, we can be white, we can be mixed. What power does a Dominican have over an African American or any other Black person to oppress them? What economic, societal, political power does a Dominican person have to oppress you? None. So stop saying that we are racist, okay? We're not. Now, can a Dominican person be prejudiced? They very well can. Prejudices exist within every society. Prejudice, the definition here, is an attitude based on limited information, often on stereotypes, and it's most usually negative, okay? So can you say that some Dominicans can be prejudiced against African Americans? Sure, the same way African Americans can be prejudiced towards Dominicans. But let's not make this into a whole Dominicans are out here going after, you know, African Americans or other Black people that go to the Dominican Republic based on their race. That is entirely false, okay? So Sua, for example, is one of the most frequented tourist towns in the Dominican Republic by Black people, okay? They go down there all the time, and I can assure you that they are not in danger of their lives, okay? They get treated very well by the locals, and there's no hate going around, okay? So again, stop spreading all this negative, I don't know, propaganda against Dominican people. Just stop it, okay? And especially don't use unfortunate situations like this one to spread this hate, okay? Just earlier today, I saw a video by this African American lady, you know, basically demanding Dominican people, you know, bring us our brother and sister back, as if this was something Dominican people had just deliberately done. Again, insinuating that there had been some type of foul play here because they're going off of their preconceived notions that Dominicans are racist and all this stuff. And it's like, stop it, okay? Just stop it, okay? Nobody likes to be generalized. I know a lot of y'all don't like when your group of people is generalized, so don't generalize Dominicans as all being this way, because we're not, okay? We're not out, the most Dominicans in DR are not out there targeting Black people just because they're Black, when we have so many Black people ourselves. All you have to, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the people that say this have never even stepped foot in the Dominican Republic. Because if they did, and they actually saw the way we look and the amount of Black people that we have, and the way that a lot of the locals get along with the foreigners that travel there, including Black Americans, they wouldn't even be saying that. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that, okay? Like, you guys, we have to stop the hate, man. Like, we have to stop. We really do. But anyway, again, my condolences to this couple's family. It's an unfortunate situation. Really, I mean, who could have predicted something like this would happen. You know, traveling to a foreign country, you always have to be very careful, you know, especially if you're not familiar with the area or with the terrain and things like that. But again, it's sad news, but you know, much prayer and comfort to that family. And with that being said, guys, this ends this video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.